All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome back to the Guns and Radio podcast. I'm hoping this new 5 a.m. start time with the premiere is going to help us out a little bit. I don't know. I hadn't been paying attention to the numbers. Has anybody else?
We got pretty good last week's shows. I'm saying we got at least compared to other weeks, looked like it was pretty good.
Yeah, I know. I
Wake
didn't
up
think.
early, have some coffee. See that I'm not the
Wake
only one
up,
watching.
jam to some Guns and Radio. Burner, burner,
Yeah.
burner, burner, burner.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought last week's shows probably weren't their best, but then it was like they did really well. So, okay.
Yeah, man. We're
Well,
getting
man,
the
when you
comments, we're
have
getting the
like
algorithm.
2 feet of snow outside, it's 1 degrees outside.
Yeah, it probably
You're
didn't help. I was in a pissier mood than usual. So,
got a little cabin fever.
Arr.
Shit, I got another 5 coming in the next 24 hours, man. Fuck winter.
so does your mom. Um,
No comment on the winner.
if I do say so. Hey, 5 inches, period. But it's a solid five. Um, uh, 5 inches from the floor when I'm standing on the Empire State Building. Um, uh, what the
Be
fuck are we
proud of
doing?
it.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Tonight on the show, we're going to be listening to some Duff McKagan bullshit in a little bit. We're going to watch.
Damn.
What are we listening to? Mez?
Mez. This is from the unreleased Beautiful Disease album,
Yes. So we're going
which
to
I
be listening.
believe was also re-recorded as part of that Live 99 Loaded EP.
Yeah, we're
So
not. We're not doing that. I'm going to be like Black Panther. We don't do that here.
Like
no,
six,
no
seven
today.
jokes. They're not allowed on this show.
What's that?
It's like 6, 7 jokes. They're not allowed on this.
Hey.
No, we like our 69 jokes.
Yeah.
420, 69. Uh,
Yeah, the greatest numbers of all.
yeah,
Mhm.
preferably at the same time.
Hey, it'd be kind of tough though. You're like, and then like this and there, like,
Oh,
Sounds like a
not
Cypress Hill song,
yeah.
not when
You
you're a
like
real
you
man.
need like a forked tongue for that, you know.
Well, your mom claims I have one, but I really don't. She just can't explain that thing I do.
You're just saying the alphabet, right?
No, I go like this.
Or you're a figurator.
I do the. That's what I do.
It's like that scene in Private Parts where Howard Stern's talking to that girl.
Yeah. Remember this move, boys. Oh man, what the fuck are we even doing here tonight? We're gonna
Yeah,
watch Slash and Duff play at the Grammys. We're gonna to
we're gonna
listen
talk
to.
about that. We got
Yeah,
Guns N' Roses news again, which is surprising.
I know, right? We got a little Motley Crue news and some Ozzy news and some Poison news. So all kind of news to get to. Let's start out with Slash and Duff at the Grammys. Um, so they played. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I did not watch this. A lot of people.
You saved yourself a lot of time and fucking ear sores and eye sores along the way, man. I didn't tune in. I had it like off on the side while I was watching the movie. But then you have to look over after when the commercial comes back because you don't know when they're coming on. And dude, there was just fucking people dressed like shit, singing like shit. I mean, there's some winners that they don't even put on that actually have fucking talent. And in the
Dude, did you
meantime,
see?
you have like fucking Justin Bieber walking out in a fucking pair of boxer shorts like a dipshit.
Did you see that Chapel Roan dress? God damn.
Oh yeah, what the?
Well, I mean, there is some style, but then like there's some stuff that just you can live the fuck without.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
100%.
I like the performance, by the way. Honestly.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the stuff that they keep in is crap. But the stuff that actually has talent's all cut out. You can actually see who's won already before like the show even starts,
Yeah, okay, but I was talking about the performance. I mean, could care less for the show.
right? But
Hmm.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't even know who won anything.
I don't either. Haven't a clue. But I did think it would be fun, and we'll see if we get thrown off the air. If you're watching this and it all of a sudden jumps to us talking about it, and we probably got cut on YouTube. But or if this part of the show is real choppy. because we're gonna monetize what we can. Oh, fuck it. Who am I kidding? We ain't gonna get to monetize this shit. No way. We never do. So let's listen to it.
Yeah.
Slash and Duff McKagan teamed up with Post Malone and somebody the fuck else. I
Chad
forget.
Smith and Andrew Watt.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe you can explain to me who some of these people are. We're gonna watch it.
Oh, I would gladly.
And,
You know
and-
Chad Smith, Will Ferrell.
Yes.
Chili Peppers.
Oh yeah, is that the guy from the? Oh yeah, Chili Peppers. Okay.
Yes.
And Andrew Watt, he's a producer and a guitar player. He produced Ozzy's last 2 records.
Yeah, Chad Smith and Duff played bass and drums on them.
Yeah, and Slash played on one of the records as well.
Couple of songs on Ordinary Man, I believe.
Does anybody else notice, like, forthcoming, what's coming up, that Slash has a Buckethead-esque like Les Paul in his hands? Because it had those like red dots. I was looking like, what the fuck?
No, I didn't.
Academy.
You'll see.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's watch it and find out.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
This is right after Reba came on.
So Reba McEntire opened this.
Well, they did
Reba.
they did an in memorandum, and she went first, and then they went second.
Okay.
And they did. There's like 3 all day, and the third one, like once these guys were done, I finally was able to turn the TV off at this point.
Who's the guy in the bathrobe?
It's
Andrew
Andrew Watt.
What band's he from?
He's a record producer.
Oh,
Produced,
okay.
yeah, so I think he produced like stuff for like the last 2 Ozzy albums. He produced for like Post Malone, I believe. So he works more behind the scenes.
Speaking of which, here he comes.
He sounded friggin' good.
Oh yeah. I like Post Malone.
Oh, love the
I
dude.
don't hate him.
Same here as Jeff.
What'd you say?
I'm not necessarily a fan of his, but
Oh,
He
look,
looks
the
like
aliens.
a fucking clown, man.
Oh, they do kind of look like aliens.
Yeah, man. They're
Except for
fucking.
Jack.
Except Jack, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Posty was not a bad looking guy before he got all the shit on his face.
all the
Yeah.
tattoos.
Those face tats are.
This is the one
Stupid.
place I could never get one. I think I get one on my neck that said classy before I get one on my face.
Yeah. Neck tattoos look dumb. Or face tattoos look dumb.
I agree.
I think it's just one big fuck you to mom and dad.
Pretty much.
Well, it's a
Yeah,
trend. It's
we'll
a,
always regret later.
yeah, because it's like the style now, right? It's like a
But you-
fad.
You can't laser it away on your face, right?
I mean, I'm sure it's twice as painful, man. I don't know.
Probably.
Isn't the skin on the face and head like stretched more than any other part of the body?
Celeste is looking cool.
They're actually doing really well.
It's almost like 90s Slash, you see.
Oh,
Look
there's
at
young
Youngbloods. Like,
Yeah,
I feel
saw
left out.
Youngblood.
I feel left out, guys.
He got his in. Don't worry. At the
Yeah.
MTV Awards.
That's this generation's Ozzy. You watch.
I'm just kind of sick of them.
That's because you're old, buddy.
I mean,
Uh,
Post Malone and Youngblood, I'm not like fans of
I-
them, but
I'd
I don't
rather see
mind them.
Post Malone play.
Man, I suddenly get visions of Axel singing at the tribute to.
Oh, I thought that was
Ozzy.
Diddy in the background.
Apparently, Axel was there.
But he was so bad at the Aussie show. Remember in England, UK.
Oh, Crazy Train with the conspirators. That was not good.
He's
That
much
was
better.
terrible.
At each one.
Well, the Crazy Train thing, his guitar was out of tune.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
That's one thing you might want to check before you go on stage. That's me, though.
Well, you got
Or
people
your
for that.
guitar tech, like your guitar tech's fucking up then at that point.
Yeah, I don't think that's Slash's fault.
I made a
Yeah.
comment about that in our chat earlier today, and I went back and watched it. Now Ozzy actually leans over to Sharon during that Crazy Train and is like, "He's doing it wrong," or "It's wrong." I think he says it's wrong.
I think Ozzy knew that would have known that, like, his guitar's not tuned.
Yeah, not like he went out there and smacked the man in the spit in the man's face on purpose.
Yeah.
I mean, how
Would've
many
been a-
times? Sorry, Dustin.
I was just gonna say, it would have been an awesome performance. It was set up for it with that circular stage and the fire going all around it.
Mm-hmm.
Down. Bow. You know what's bad is I can't name one Post Malone song, but what I like about him is how nice he comes across in interviews. He seems like a really cool guy to like hang with. So I guess I might not be as big a fan of Post Malone's music as I am of Post himself.
Fair
That
enough.
makes sense.
Seems to want to work with everybody.
Oh, I wouldn't have turned this gig down.
No.
Bow-bow. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't do like a mesh up of a bunch of his songs.
Yeah, you'd think they would have.
Maybe Slash would have been afraid of the tuning again.
Yeah.
No, they got places to go. Well, there you go, fellas. What'd you think?
Not bad.
I've seen worse when it comes to
Yeah.
an Ozzy tune.
I've heard worse.
Certainly. Let's pause it for a second. Let's go back here.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Well, the
Check.
first shot of them, they look like really fucking aliens. Now they
They
got their
kind of
fucking
do.
shitty lips covered.
Where
They also
do
Yeah, I
were
we-
think
crying
it's just
at
old age.
some other was some
Now,
other
now, now,
reference
let me
to,
play devil's advocate here. If we were introduced to them, the world was introduced to them on TV, like the first episode of the Osbournes, and we saw them looking like that, would we saying it now? The same thing?
Yes.
All
You're
right.
saying, what the fuck's wrong with them?
Yeah.
Kind of, yes, but also, I mean, Jeff does make a valid point. So,
do you remember when this tribute for when the concert with Ozzy was in the UK last summer? When at the end of the show, backstage, this boyfriend of Kelly wanted to propose to Kelly, and he
the
was
drummer of
did,
Slipknot.
and then
Yeah.
and then Ozzy said, "Fucking no way, you're not gonna marry her. He's my daughter, you know." Fuck
Yeah, I
no.
remember that.
It was so cool.
Trying
Man.
to
That was
steal the
funny.
thunder, the man's
I love
big
it so
day,
much.
man.
It was cool.
All right. So here we go. We've got, this is the one. So we got Kelly in an obvious wig who is,
The bright yellow B one.
yeah, we're rocking some mad Ozempic face here. Sharon just looks like she's held together with scotch tape and popsicle sticks at this point. Jack looks respect. How is Jack the respectable one? Like if you watch the Osbournes, he was kind of a shit, and
They
now
both were.
he's kind of grown up to be like respectable. I
I
know
would
when I
agree
was
on that.
when I was a kid, I thought Kelly was kind of hot.
Now, what do you think?
Even though you don't see her in the background, apparently their other daughter was at the Grammys as well.
I forget they got a kid that wasn't on the show.
Yeah, Amy.
Yeah. Well, why
Also,
ain't she?
Ozzy's got more
Actual
kids
sister.
too.
Well, then why
Yeah, he's got a
why
bunch
why
of.
aren't they ever in the mix?
Because they didn't sign the contracts to be on camera.
There's a boy that Jack's got a brother because there was
Oh,
an
Lewis.
interview I watched with him, and
Yeah, Lewis. He was on Jack's podcast recently.
yeah, I saw that.
But there's a significant age difference. I think it's like 15 years.
Something like that.
I don't know.
It's a cool tribute. I'll say that.
Yeah, yeah, and I do think it was better than the like Jeff said. I agree, it was better than the last one.
The
The
Crazy
MTV
Train.
one with Youngblood.
No, the Crazy Train.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Crazy Train. You nail it when the man's dead, and then you fuck it up in front of him, man. That's something you got to live with. That sucks. Could you imagine though being Slash at that time, right there in front of Ozzy, and you know your shit is not right, but you can't do nothing but keep going. Like I feel bad for him.
I think if anybody's probably hard on himself for that performance, it probably would be Slash. It wouldn't be Ozzy.
Where's Tech?
Or well, yeah, his tech would be probably that was a rough conversation.
That was
Well,
Axel's tech. He'd have got beat that night.
the last time you told me, Dustin, that you didn't see the performance at the Deer Creek in 91, the live show.
I don't think so.
That's amazing. You've never
Yeah,
seen the
man,
Deer
that's
Creek
so
show?
fucking cool. And they are like fucking drunk, as fuck. Like really, really drunk, Slash and Duff, like insane. And they
Oh
perform
yeah,
still fucking great. It's
that's
a
the
great show,
one
man.
where like the girls on
Can't
the
believe that you
stage,
haven't watched it. It's so
on the
cool.
stage flashing Duff, and he's
Yeah.
just falling to his knees.
Oh, I remember that.
Stripping salesman, yeah.
That was his most highly viewed
Yeah, club, true,
video on
true,
his
true.
YouTube channel.
Have you
Yeah.
got the show, Franz? You can send it
Yeah,
to
sure,
me.
man.
We should
We'll
watch
watch
that
it.
one of these days.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
let's
should
plan on
definitely watch
doing it
it.
soon. If not, if we don't do nothing but tape it, and then we can save it in the can for when we take a break 1 week.
Yeah, sure.
Because we do want to do more watch-alongs this year. So we've talked about that. I ain't telling too much secrets to the audience right now,
No,
but
we've mentioned that.
Some watch-alongs that I've got ideas for.
Well, shoot them up because I'm going to tell you, man, we're getting ready. We are not in the 11th hour of the podcast yet, but we're definitely in the 10th. So, by all means, be sending us anything you want to cover Guns N' Roses related because we are in the early autumn of our tenure here with you guys. And we're feeling it too, man. I think none of us wanted to come here tonight, so I know I sure didn't.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else have we got? Okay, so I want to read something really quick, and I want to share my screen again before I play this clip. Because I don't remember his last name, and I wouldn't have said it on the air anyway. But I talked with one of our listeners this week. His name was Carlos, and he sent me this beautiful message. That as you can see, and if you guys, okay, Carlos, if you're watching right now, man, thank you first off for being a listener, and I do appreciate that your interest in the show, and I do appreciate getting to have some conversation with you. But I think everybody on the show right now that's in a group chat with me knows there's a character limit to what I'll read.
Remember, kids, he hates words.
And
No Bible passages, please.
What are books?
Exactly.
and this, which is funny because and then the automated message from the Guns and Radio thing would pop up. Hi, thanks for mess. And then I would see it, and it's like in between. You know what I mean? Like, and then I'd have to answer for real because I felt like a dick.
Mhm.
But yeah, bro, this is way longer than I would actually read. And even though I did respond to you, I gotta admit I did not read this. So I put it in Chat GPT, and then I copied and pasted his message, and I put it into Chat GPT, and I said, "Yeah, sum this up into something I'm actually gonna read." And then it gave me a really long paragraph again. So that's what this screenshot is. And so I said to ChatGPT, yeah, make that less words. I'm not reading that either. And so here is the what ChatGPT has deemed as the ultra short version of what Carlos was saying. He thinks a box set of all new GNR singles is coming. He wants it to be worth buying by adding song extras like State of Grace, Monsters, and live versions, especially Chinese Democracy songs played by Slash and maybe even Slither. Fans clearly love those crossover performances, so they feel special. What he's asking is, do you agree? And when you bring this up on the show next week? Yes, we are bringing it up right now. And let's hear what Slash actually had to say before we talk about whether we agree or not. It looks like this happened on Rock 95.5, one of my favorite rock stations to listen to on iHeartRadio. I listen to the Morning Mosh Pit pretty religiously, so I do enjoy, even though I'm not in that area at all.
Chicago, I think.
Yeah, Chicago. But let's hear what Slash said on Rock 95.5.
How did that come about when you get the idea to resurrect these songs? I know nothing came from the Chinese democracy era. How did that get resurrected?
It was something that we discussed doing at some point. I guess it was in 2017 or 2018 or something. And We thought, oh yeah, there was a bulk of songs that hadn't been officially released, and Axel wanted to, see what Duff and I's take on those songs would be. So it was an interesting project that we did, piecemeal. Like we did a couple songs here, a couple songs there, and Nothing in Atlas were really the last two songs, and the last two songs that there are of this whole sort of Chinese democracy material, period material. So it was just fun to do and come up with, there's some really interesting stuff on the songs that were different than had Duff and I been around writing. You know what I mean? So it was definitely, there's some cool ideas that I might not necessarily have thought of guitar wise from whoever was writing with Axel back then. And
Just
then so
beating
I
around
did
the
my own
bush, it
take
feels
of
like.
that and whatever, so it was fun little thing to do.
I know that I think Brian May actually did some guitar.
Okay, so he says that that's the last of them.
That's so exciting news, man.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
You didn't like any of them?
No, no, certainly not. Yeah, only Monsters a bit.
Would you have felt differently if you didn't know they came from Chinese democracy?
No, because they're shit. I mean, it doesn't matter where they come from.
He's with me, man. Probably with Bailey too. What happened to the four rock and
You
roll,
know,
bro?
Well, I was gonna mention that I think
Yeah, like
Jeff
hard school. Yeah.
during the Nothing in Atlas episodes, you kind of said maybe these like maybe Slash and Duff are, we'll do these songs and then we got to start from scratch. And it seems like that's going to be the direction when it comes to new music.
Yeah, I can't wait for that GNR album that's going to sound.
Yeah.
Love
It's
to
gonna come when we're
love.
dead, so sure.
There's
Can't
plenty
wait
of
for
Pro
that.
Tools out there to fix it for you, buddy.
And there
yeah, they
Oh,
will
can
be.
make them sound good on record, but not live. That's the problem.
I don't think they'll use Pro Tools. If that
What
Love to Love is anything to go by, I'm just afraid we'll get another album. And I'm sick of being embarrassed by this band, man.
yeah.
Come on.
Big
Sick of love
if
songs.
on that album as well,
We're not going to see
I
that
don't
album for at least
No, we're not going to
5 years.
see an album. But
these
what I was going to say, like, Dustin, what's your take on that? That they're probably that's it when it comes to the leftovers.
Well, first off, I don't celebrate it because I want State of Grace with Slash on it. I want Monsters with Slash on it. And I'd love to hear those be completed. You know what I
What
mean?
if they come out as part of this quote unquote new album and they try to, bullshit us and just try to appease the common Guns N' Roses fan?
I
This
I don't
bullshit,
know.
man.
I
Like
don't know that.
Oklahoma's on it, a bunch of these songs that we've been waiting for just happen to be on this, you know,
I mean,
I
we got the
think
songs. Who wants that
self-titled
release?
GNR album that comes out.
what you go ahead. Let Jeff talk or let Franz talk for a second.
Yeah,
What'd
well,
you say?
I mean, the songs are released, right? So why would anybody need an album? I mean, they're gonna fuck up anyway and make them reissues.
No, I'm
So
simply stating, like, do you foresee it being a real another lazy thing that Axel and Team Brazil will do
yeah,
in the
Yes,
definitely.
sense
hundred
Yeah,
saying,
percent.
"Hey, here's Oklahoma, here's State of Grace."
I don't know
no,
how
no,
it'll be, but they will be lazy about it, whatever
they
they
just
do.
put out the EP with the songs they released right now, and then put Monsters in as a bonus, or which is that other crappy song, General, whatever the fuck. Yeah, of course they're gonna pull that.
And State of Grace was a good song, man. I don't know what you hating on State of Grace.
I've never
I've
heard
never
it.
heard it.
You missed out. You don't need to let Jeff just lead the witness on this too much,
I'm not
man.
leading shit, man.
No.
There's
I got my
phases.
own opinion.
There are phases of this band that Axel has given to the public, and I don't know. The first phase is always the one I've always, you can replace Steven. We dealt with that with Illusions, fine, but like replacing the whole fucking band, man, come on.
They left.
Well,
If you guys all told me
there's a
fuck
difference
you
between
and
leaving
then
and being forced out and having a guitar thrown at you.
Well,
well, if you're Matt
listen,
Sorum, yes.
I personally, to me, and this could be, I mean, obviously, we probably all have different opinions about it. I don't think Guns N' Roses works with just one original member. And it's not just Axl. If it was Slash and he's doing Guns N' Roses with all other different members, I don't think that works either.
So
Hey,
it's
but
Velvet.
anyways,
Nobody ever
Facts,
shits on
100%.
Velvet Revolver though.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that
but they're
wasn't
not
Guns
still
N'
around.
Roses.
it was more Guns N' Roses than Guns N' Roses was.
Yeah, but it
Yes, it
wasn't Guns N'
was.
I would have
Roses.
preferred Four Wheels No Axle now that I've been turned on to it. I think it's
Velvet.
hilarious.
Okay, Velvet Revolver. Okay, that's like okay. So if I make you a vodka and if I make you a fucking rum and coke, all right,
Roman
and
Coke.
then I take 1% of it out and I put it in a glass and I fill it up with water and I hand it to you, you're going to say that's not a rum and coke, just like you've done with Guns N' Roses here, which we've all said about it. Well, not we, I disagree, but it's what you guys have said about Chinese democracy. But if I go take a splash of water and put it in your rum and coke and put that you don't even notice, and then I hand it to you and I call it Velvet and I call it a whiskey and Pepsi, you're not gonna fucking really. It's the
Yeah,
same
really,
thing.
dude. Like
They took
nobody's been
Guns N'
able
Roses,
really
they
to
changed
like
one member, and that's Velvet Revolver.
they changed
Sorry.
more than one member. They
Technically
changed,
two.
yeah.
If they could have got Izzy, they would have not had that bald headed dude in there. Whatever his fucking name
Or
was.
Dave
Dave
Kushner.
Kushner.
They wouldn't
Yeah.
have had Scott either, as he would have sang.
Shout out to Dave Kushner though, by the way. Love you, bro,
Yeah.
because we've proven he listens. So
Oh,
The
that's
odd
cool.
time.
yeah, we that was a long time ago. At least he used to. Not anymore. But you see what I'm saying? Like, how are you going to say Velvet Revolver is not Guns N' Roses when
It's not.
it's more Guns N' Roses than the Chinese
It's
Democracy era?
more a supergroup than anything. Like look at like every I'll even make another comparison. Like every other iteration of, members of Rage Against the Machine, but new singer, Audioslave, Rage Against the Soundgarden, basically.
Pretty
But,
much.
Prophets of Rage, Rage Against the Cypress Hill. So
Right?
I mean, I guess to an extent, I guess, like, maybe not technically, but I can see your point. Like, essentially, Velvet Revolver was like another version of Guns N' Roses in all but name, pretty much.
Yeah, but you need the magic tree, right? I mean, Duff, Slash, and Axel, and that's they are all that counts. Also
I
for this.
do think, even though I don't think he is the be all end all that the fans make him out to be, I do think if you're going to capture that a little bit of that old magic, you gotta at least have some involvement from Izzy.
He was with VR.
For a second.
Yeah, some's better than none, man.
very early.
But I can say this, like, I think to me, and I think this is a good comparison, I think Guns N' Roses, while they definitely did not have the history, I put them in the same vein as bands like the Rolling Stones and Aerosmith, where the guitar player and the singer was the main attraction. And, if you take one piece out, it's a different band. Like Aerosmith did that for a little bit in like the late or the early 80s, and it wasn't really Aerosmith. You can't really do the Rolling Stones if there's no Keith Richards.
Same with Van Halen.
Yeah, I think that's another good point. I think Van Halen and with David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar were completely different bands.
Don't
Oh, yeah.
forget dude from fucking Extreme too. That album
Gary
sucked.
Cherone.
Shout out to Nuno. I think that's the first Grammy he won last night.
Oh yes, Nuno Betancourt. Shout out. He's a good guitarist. He's very
Dude,
underrated.
That dude's a
he's
fucking
the
amazing.
he's the now the Eddie Van Halen. He's the only one left. I mean, Slash is dope. Don't get me wrong, but I mean,
Hmm.
Nuno, holy shit, dude!
Yeah, Nuno's on another level. He's great.
hmm
Like he
Yeah,
went and hid for like 8 years and just played. Probably got a lot of DoorDash.
That too. Well, I mean, Nuno took on a lot of different projects. He was doing like music for like TV shows and like other work and stuff too. So he was
He was
working in there as well.
he played like a halftime show with somebody big, didn't he? No, 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 no,
Maybe?
no. That was Richard. Never, that was Fortis. My
Yeah,
bad.
because Forrest was doing stuff like Rihanna and like
Yeah, my
Gaga and
bad.
He
shit.
was in Thin Lizzy at one point. What's
I
Love
the
zoned.
it.
Wait. I zoned out. Did you just get Richard Fortus mixed up with Izzy Stradlin, or
Nuno.
okay? Yeah, I did zone out. I'm not gonna lie.
My bad.
Richard Izzy, Gilby Clark? I mean, they're
This
all the
man
same.
blacked out.
Yeah,
Guitarist.
sorry.
That was
Well,
my bad.
I mean, speaking of zoning out and old men zoning out, should we get some Motley Crue news?
Oh yeah.
I think well, let's talk about that in a minute, but I want to talk about this while we're still kind of on that Ozzy Osbourne
Okay.
kind of thing because I don't think this will take too long. We got about 4 minutes till song time. And then yeah, we should talk about the Motley Crue thing. But so in an interview with Billboard magazine, Sharon Osbourne has teased that Ozfest may be coming back. She
Boo.
said, "I've been talking to Live Nation about bringing Ozfest back recently."
Ugh.
Which, let's see, it was something that Ozzy was very passionate about, giving young talent a stage in front of a lot of people. We really started metal festivals in this country, and it was replicated, but never done with the spirit of what ours was, because ours was a place for new talent. It was like summer camp for kids. And so, what do you guys think?
Don't involve Live Nation. Run it independently. Fuck Live
Yeah.
Nation. They don't need any more money and fucking more control over the venues and artists and all this bullshit. Get them out of here. No
Yeah, at the
offense.
same time though, Sharon, like go look like an alien, go live your life. Oz is gone. Stop milking it. Like I love Oz, and I there's a special place in my heart for him. And but you know he's gone, and let the independent bands go on tour, and remember him individually on individual stages across the world. That's my opinion. Like I hate to say let him go, but she's gonna milk him until she's gone, and I don't think that's right.
Um,
I'll say
I can
this.
see.
This is my
But at the
thoughts
same
on it.
time, it gives new bands opportunities to get recognized. So there's a
Mhm.
double edged sword.
This is my thoughts on it. I would like to see Ozfest be something that, even though I'm not going to it, I hate festivals, but I would like to see it be something that does make a grand comeback and then outlives both Ozzy and Sharon and is there from till the end of time. What do you think, Bailey?
Um, I I mean it used to be it started off as like a touring thing and then it kind of became a one-off. I wouldn't like as far as I'm concerned, I think if it was like a celebration of Aussie thing every year and it lasted beyond, I think it's fine. Kind of like what you said. And also like Ozfest did such a great job launching so many new bands and we don't really have that these days. I think that would be cool.
Yeah. Well, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section below. Do you want Ozfest to come back, or should it just remain a pleasant memory of something past?
If it was one place like Chicago, like for Lala, one place that everybody goes to instead of it comes to them, then it might be different.
I don't think it would be in Chicago. I think it would be in LA.
Yeah, I mean, if it was one place, if it didn't go on tour, if it was like say August 23rd weekend or something like that, and there was like 20 bands playing, like go to the festival. But if it was a traveling circus, I don't know.
Well, let's see. So it looks like moving on to the
Hold
Motley
on,
Crue news.
Dustin, I wanted to ask one question. What if a new GNR album would happen? How much would it sell, do you think? I mean, I think it will sell like shit if it only contains those new songs.
I think regardless of the songs that it contains, it's going to sell like shit. It
Yeah.
could have the greatest songs in the world and nobody cares anymore. We are Guns N' Roses fans. We are in a bubble. It will sell to us, but it will not sell to the general public. Like, it's not going to be mainstream.
It's
It's
got
just
to
not
be groundbreaking, like Sweet
because
Child.
we know that those Chinese democracy leftovers are what they are. And that's why a lot of people are shitting on them. The general public does not know that. They didn't listen to them not because they weren't good songs. They didn't listen to them because they didn't care.
They weren't promoted properly
Yeah, but
either.
if you look
Uh,
at how many people go to the concerts every year in year out,
They go to hear Sweet
that's
Child of Mine. I'm sorry, but that's
Yeah.
yeah, I know that's where they
With
come
them
from.
salmon
Nostalgia.
shorts.
Their greatest hits
That's
band
it.
at this point. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
to the general public, to the
Yeah, but they have to.
To the masses, Guns N' Roses are a yesterday band. The kids don't give a fuck about them, and they could record a whole new. Izzy Stradlin could come back and Steven Adler, and they could record a whole new album, and it might be the greatest album in the fucking world to us.
But hold
And
on, at the same time, that you also have to put management responsibility for that and their
no, I'm
lack
putting
of.
management responsibility on that as well because they're poorly promoted, but they're going to be poorly
Yeah.
promoted because Axel's not going to replace them. So with that being said, no, I don't think any new Guns N' Roses album will ever be mainstream again. They're just not. They're not gonna.
Without the proper promotion and without the proper management.
No, because nobody's going to get behind. Even if they do promote it, it won't be like it was. It might get big and it might sell a lot in the first couple of weeks, and then Drake or somebody is going to drop something, and nobody's going to give a fuck. In a month, nobody will even remember it happened. And I'm
Yeah, but it
sorry that
needs
that's
a
how it
good
is.
single though. It needs a good single. Like look, like
I don't
False
know. You're
Pieces was
thinking
a
that's
good
not how it
single.
works anymore.
But
Yeah,
it
no.
does. But it kind of does because
No, it
there's some
doesn't
rock
because
stations in my area that will play it if
Yeah,
it's
but
good.
normal bands, like
nobody
normal
listens to
bands,
the radio.
yeah, but normal bands bring out an album and go tour with that album, you know? So it's about time GNR also pulls something like that.
I mean, I would love for it to happen. Don't get me wrong, but it's you guys aren't thinking. Jeff, you're thinking like it's 1996, and it's not. People
Well, I
listen.
mean,
People listen to a. They don't need for a single to come out to listen to one song on Spotify. Nobody listens to the radio anymore. It's all Spotify and iTunes or Apple
true,
Music
but
or what the fuck
Mhm.
ever. That's just the world we live in. GNR, as far as their mainstream publicity, is dead.
you mean you kids
Um,
aren't waiting to hit record on your tape decks when that song comes on the radio anymore?
no,
Fuck
Grandpa, we're
no.
not.
Oh man, you guys know what
What?
a pencil is for a cassette tape player?
Nope. What do you think, Bailey?
Well, I was just gonna say there's not really like mainstream rock like there that concept's not really around anymore. So
Well, I
'cause
said
rock
it in
is
the
not a
beginning they were
mainstream
gonna release
genre.
singles on like iTunes and stuff.
Listen, it hurts me too. It hurts me to say that, but I mean, it's not realistic to think that it's ever going to happen again. It's first off, it's not realistic they're ever going to actually release a fucking album. That's not going to happen. But even if they do, nobody's going to care.
I
We
will.
will. We will. But and the people
I don't.
watching this show will care. But the people, if you're tuning into this and you're like, well, yeah, people will care, you will care. If you're listening to us right now, you will give a shit. Nobody else will. I'm sorry. And those days are over. And I hate it. I really fucking hate it because I hate the new music that comes out. And I want more shit like Guns N' Roses to be out there, but it's just not. And, there's going to have to come a time where we all, myself included, have to just accept the fact that the world that we lived in during the GNR era is not, it doesn't exist anymore. And even if they get together, they wrote songs. They wrote the reason Appetite was great is because they were fucking starving. They were skeevy junkies that lived in the goddamn streets, and they
Mhm.
wrote music about being skeevy junkies that lived in the goddamn street. Today they're a bunch of millionaires. What fucking problems do you got?
I said before like that, man. Did you guys watch the Burt Kreischer clip that I sent?
Now, if somebody, I'll tell you what can help. I'll tell you what could
No.
help. No, I didn't. But I'll tell you what could help. If somebody else wrote their songs, maybe,
Yeah,
Aerosmith
maybe.
went
Get
that
Desmond
route.
Child in there. Let's go, man.
Aerosmith went that route when they all got sober, like after Pump, and still had singles, but they
Bon
weren't. They were all
Jovi.
kind of
On
cheesy.
yeah.
Bon Jovi found great success with Desmond Child, my friend. Living on a Prayer.
But
There you
yeah, dude,
go.
going back to that Burt Kreischer clip that I sent you guys, like, so he interviewed Slash way back in the day when I think he was in college because Slash was still drinking, and he and Slash started drinking at like 5 a.m. together, and then went out in the audience and did the interview. And Slash's handlers were like, "Don't ask him anything about GNR," and they ended up drinking together to the point where like Slash was like, "Man, ask me anything, man." So Bird asked like, "What happened? Why? why did you leave GNR? And he's like, well, after we got signed, Axl got a house in Malibu. And I was like, let's get a house on the Sunset Strip and still live like junkies.
Well, there you go.
That's what happens with money.
Yep.
But also
That's-
happens to, it's like, even it kind of reminds me of like other bands who basically, write songs about, being the everyday working man, like Twisted Sister wrote like, anti-authority anthems. And then you've basically got enough money to become the authority. Like, what the fuck else is there to do?
That's a good point.
Oasis, wrote about, coming from fucking nothing, coming to something, and then, 3 albums later, you become a fucking cokehead and you got all this money in the world to,
But this
spend
band,
on a
bec-
fucking shit.
but this band became exactly everything they despised and hated and sang about, man.
Pretty
Not-
much.
Exactly, they
Not
exactly
Steven,
became that.
man.
It's like pretty tied up that lyric. Once there was this
Yeah.
rock and roll band rolling on the street, time and time all became a joke,
Yeah.
basically.
As time went by, yeah.
They
Yeah.
kind of predicted their own future there a little bit.
Izzy did.
Yeah, well, Izzy was over it long before.
I mean, I get it why
everybody
he
else.
left. I mean, when you're getting sober and
Yeah, but when you're making money like that and your albums selling like that,
Dude, look at
But
the
still-
royalties Izzy still gets to this day off of Welcome to the Jungle and Sweet Child of Mine every time a sporting event happens.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
fuck, dude, I wouldn't work either.
they license it for the year, but still, yeah, dude.
Just
20.
imagine we all record an episode of a podcast and it becomes so popular that we all become millionaires off of the YouTube royalties forever off of that episode. Do you think we're all going to get together and continue to do this after when nobody's listening to the new shit we're putting out or bitching that it's not like that one episode they did that was random and no, fuck it.
If the money ran out.
Yeah, if the money ran out, we'd come back.
Yeah.
But
We call
Reading
it
tour.
the old timers tour. Do it again.
that's how you
I
know
come
we
out
made
like
it,
Franklin Valley.
Guns N' Roses.
Seriously, let the poor man just sleep.
I'd have
Or just
my
die.
22-year-old nurse move my lips for me.
Well, speaking of the money running out, it looks like the money ran out on Mick Mars because he lost his lawsuit and he had to repay $750,000 from an advance for missing 69 live shows. The judge also ruled that Mick Mars must sell his ownership stake in the band to Nikki Sixx, Tommy Lee, and Vince Neil. Are you ready to hear what Mick Mars's cut was worth in court, according to a judge?
How much?
$505,737. After subtracting the sale price that was awarded to Motley Crue, he then pays a net payment of $244,293. I'd pay that.
To never have to deal with Vince ever again?
Well, no,
Yeah.
I would buy. I'd buy a fourth of Motley Crue for 500,000 for the money I'm going to get on these royalties. I don't care if they suck. Most people don't know that.
I wonder what it's like in Nashville for Mick and Vince. Like, do they ever run into each other at the convenience store? Like, I get their
Awkward.
groceries.
Oh hell no, they don't just do their own shopping.
The wives do. They don't. They just make eye contact.
Shit, Mick probably doesn't leave the house.
I hope he's doing well.
Especially now with Uber Eats and DoorDash.
I mean, I hate this for him because that's a shitty deal. He got treated shitty, and then he got fucked over in court. So fuck you, Vince and Tommy and
Nikki.
Nikki and whoever the new jerk off is, and
Johnny
that
Five.
shitty band. Yeah,
Yeah, that
Talk about
fucking
walking and
sucks.
stepping into a pile of shit, dude.
I know, right?
Literally.
Well, anyway, let's see if we're gonna step into a pile of shit when we listen to Mez by Duff McKagan.
Suzanne.
Oh, hell no. All right, go.
Okay.
All right, so far you got my attention. I'm digging it.
Oh,
Let's
goddamn.
go.
Right.
Well, don't stop, motherfucker. Shit.
Keep it going.
I wanna be the world's best lover. I wanna be on every cover. I wanna be the flying man who sits in the hay. Well, me. And that's all I'll ever be.
Yeah, not a fucking word. Chris, I hope you can help us
Oh,
out.
I do have the lyrics here. Let's see. First verse, he says, I want to be the world's best lover. I want to be on every cover. I want to be the flying man in the Cirque du Soleil, but I'm me, and that's all I'll ever be. So basically, he's writing Skilo's I Wish, but in a punk rock version, it seems like.
Oh, okay. What you thinking, Bailey?
So far the songs that I've been on reviews for this album have sounded like 90s rock songs, and the first band I'm thinking of when I so far is Social Distortion.
Yeah,
Oh, this
kind of,
does. Yeah.
but it also sounds like the beginning of Cop Killer.
That too.
Oh yeah, Body
Yeah.
Count. Yeah, a
Yeah,
little bit. That's not bad to sound like Social Distortion though. I like them.
No, not
I
at
like
all.
them a
Yeah.
Oh no,
lot.
I love Social D. But
Somewhere between Heaven and Hell's in my top 10 albums ever.
now that you're saying that, I can hear it. I can hear it. Well, let's listen a little more.
I can hear Cop Killer.
I wanna be like Serpico, a freedom fighter, dead
Not anymore. Maybe in the beginning.
and in the 50s South, see what fake white freedom was all about. I wanna recon Vietnam, shoot a ball like Gary Payton. I wanna talk to Jesus Christ. Hey, bomb, the X ain't right, but I'm me.
It's some.
And that's all I'll ever be. And I say, there's some things I don't know.
Which album is this off of?
This is from Beautiful Disease, the album that
Oh.
never got released, but I
We're
believe he
not
did.
talking about the details on that. We've already discussed
Yeah.
it 50 times.
Every time the song from this album comes up,
Dustin just got a big grin. He's like, thank God they're not.
Well,
It's like, shut the fuck up and rap it.
Duff has this album now, right, Chris?
As of 2023, I think him and his manager bought the album back from whoever. So they do have it. Like, Duff has it in his possession. I don't know what he plans on doing with it.
Put it out.
Exactly.
Put it
I
out
don't
on
know.
record store day, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. Get your vinyls pressed. Some Duff fans, some GNR hardcore fans will fucking buy the physical of this or something, you know.
I'd buy it.
Why not? If it comes in like a cool ass vinyl or something, you know.
You know, when the episode finally airs, where we've edited together all of our reviews of every song, the listeners are going to be pissed because they're going to hear the same story like 9 times.
That's
And
what
I'm
editing's
not-
for, buddy.
I'm not
God,
going to cut it out.
But like that's all we can really talk about this album. It's unreleased. Here's why it's unreleased. And there you go.
Good point.
I
So
did
I-
my best not to let them talk about it this week.
Good man. All right, yeah, we've been over that.
Let's
My mic, I was running interference too, but my mic was on mute and I didn't know it because I had to blow my nose. But anyway, I heard something about an 8 ball.
Oh yes. I want to be like Serpico or a freedom fighter down in Mexico, a black man in the 50s South, see what fake white freedom was all about. He wants to quote recon in Vietnam, shoot a ball like Gary Payton, wants to talk to Jesus Christ, A-bomb, the extreme right, the extreme right. All right.
Okay, well, I don't know about some of them lyrics.
But he's me, and that's all he'll ever be, according to Duff McKagan in this song.
I don't know if I'd want to be a black man in the South in the 50s. That sounds like a terrible time, my friend.
So
Yeah.
we now can like agree that Little Richard like probably had it the worst.
Yeah, well, you know, Little Richard did say he wasn't gay no more at one point.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say anybody who's gay and in the South, they're in the 50s, and then pretty much created rock and roll. My hat is off to you.
Oh, I don't give a fuck if he was gay. I don't care about that.
I don't care. Those are some pretty hard variables to overcome.
It
And to
is
give
some
us
hard.
what we have today, man. Like, thank you.
You know how badass
Yeah.
Little Richard was? That was Lemmy's hero.
And Dave
Oh, I
Grohl.
love Little Richard.
I do
Listen,
too. And Dave Grohl's hero.
I listen to Little Richard all the time, man. All right, let's listen to some more.
If it was up to me, I'd be those things and so much more. If it was up to me, I'd talk to God and kick down every door. I really want to save that planet, end all wars and destructive habits. Want to raise hell with the CDC. See if all is being done by the fucking disease.
There you go.
Johnson, reggaeton, black me runs in, wanna set my sights on our collections, give homeless people a new direction, but I'm me, and that's all I'll ever be.
I want to be this, I want to be that, but I'm just me, and that's all I'll ever be. Is that the
Yeah.
formula? Okay.
Kind of.
I fucking dig it, dude. Like,
Yeah.
thank God there wasn't a fucking. It goes to a breakdown that goes straight back in, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like he's taking sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I feel like he's taking from inspiration from like We Didn't Start the Fire. 'Cause he's like mentioning like famous people, famous certain events of like periods of time, and like so I'm guessing this is like his own like version of like We Didn't Start the Fire. I want to do this, but I want to experience this, but like We Didn't Start the Fire was basically like no, let's avoid all this shit. This is what happened. We must learn from history.
Right. It kind of, I don't know. I wouldn't. He kind of is. It's kind of like a rap feel because it's kind of giving me Rage Against the Machine vibes too, a little bit.
Hmm.
A little bit of
It's true.
everything, man. Punk rock, you gotta think about it, like stemmed from like the offset of the Vietnam War, man. So like people were hating on the fucking government, people were hating on war, fucking, the way war was. What do you talk about that stuff? Agent Orange and fucking Vietnam and shit. Like bands were even named that shit, like bio warfare and shit. Like people were frowning upon. Like he's covering all the fucking bases, is what I'm fucking saying.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I will say so far my only criticism of it is I feel like at this point we would have if it was over in the next 30 seconds, I think we'd have a pretty solid badass punk rock song.
Hold on now, it ain't over yet.
No, it ain't. It's still got about 2 more minutes.
Whoa.
About 3 more minutes to go.
Three.
Let's fucking roll, dude.
It's 4 minutes and 42 seconds, and we're 2 minutes in.
Well, it's 2 minutes and 42
Like the
seconds.
free bird of punk rock.
What a fucking roll, baby. Come on.
This is the free bird of punk rock.
Where's the solo then?
Oh man, that's a good one,
I'm on
Bailey.
the outro.
That's a good one. All right, here we go.
And I say, there's some things I don't need. If it was up to me, I'd be those things and so much more. If it was up to me, I'd talk to God and kick down every door.
There it is. Sounds like the solo and Set Me Free.
Sounds like what?
Solo and Set Me Free.
I don't remember that.
Was that Duff on guitar or was Slash on this record?
No. I think no, I'm trying to remember. I'll have to look at it after, but I don't think
Okay,
so.
yeah. You don't have to look into it now, Chris.
You guys could look into it and tell us in the comments. Why
Yeah,
we gotta
I
do
think
every
so,
fucking
but I'm
thing.
not exactly sure.
Okay. It's a badass solo.
It's kick ass. Holy shit. It's fucking guns blazing.
Slash is like, okay, I'll do this for you, but don't put me on your credits of your shitty record.
Yeah. Put under like a fake pseudonym, like Snake, first name Snake,
Slush.
last name Pitt.
Saul Pitts.
Hud Saul.
Slush.
Slush.
You know what? That would be what Slash would come up with. Slush. Man, too bad Tara wasn't here today to talk about the Slash thing, because I like her theory that he might be illiterate. That's
The
pretty
illiterate
funny.
himbo, we love him.
And we joke that Duff's illiterate.
Yeah. We make him out to be the biggest idiot in the group, but honestly, he's the smartest one.
He is.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know.
Financial freedom. You gotta respect that.
One could argue Izzy is the smartest one because he jumped off that train the second that he made his fuck you money.
That too, yeah.
All right, let's listen to some more. We've still got pretty good bit to go. We're a little more than halfway done.
How you doing tonight, Cleveland? Get those beers in the air.
I'm going to pause this for a second so I can switch my camera over so you can see what I'm seeing so you'll get the joke. But you ever been to a party
Never.
and somebody stole your pants and then 5 minutes later you see your homie wearing your pants? That's when somebody steals your pants and then wears them to your party. Yeah, anyway, that was the joke I wanted to make. Not all that funny, but it is what it is.
Have you seen that reissue of this song album?
I'm sorry, Franz, do what?
Have you seen in the chat? I posted the reissue of this album
Uh-uh.
in the chat of the Zoom. Have you seen that?
The reissue of this album. Let me see. Yeah, bro, I am not showing that on
Or either one you sent us.
yeah, I love you, man, but yeah, definitely not gonna be showing that on here, but that's what Discord's for. Have fun with that. Happy hunting, kids. Take that one to heart.
Bitch.
I don't know.
Fuck yeah.
That's what the ending kind of made me think
WNBC.
of.
WNBC.
Mez by Loaded. WNBC. All right, I'm gonna roll.
Duff McKagan. As the wheel would say, Duff McKagan.
All right, I'm gonna roll the dice and let's see who's going for our final thoughts on the song.
Roll it.
I got to re-roll these two because they got the
This is
same
my
number.
misfit, Chris.
What's up?
So it's
Roll
going
it.
to be Chris Caputo,
Hey. See, I got my
Jeff,
good luck move.
Franz, and then myself and Bailey is last. All right, so Chris Caputo, take it away. What'd you think?
I was thoroughly surprised with this song. This kicks some major freaking ass, this song. And this is another one of those songs I'm like, why would this was album released, man? There's a couple other good songs on here. There's like, honestly, um, just fucking just release this album already, Duff. Because like I want to hear this shit. Like I know it's already been re-recorded, with the episode 1999 loaded shit, whatever. But like, give us the demos or something. Give us this. 'Cause this sounds pretty freaking good. I don't know, it just hooks you right from the beginning, the song. A bit long, whatever, but still, like, it's a really solid friggin' Duff tune, man. 4.5 out of 5. This is one of his best songs, I'd say.
Oh, wow, some high praise.
I'd say so.
Jeff, what do you think?
I thought it was great. Not a Susan song, which was pretty cool. Pretty punk rock. There's that chunk there at the end, like that minute that you could have cut out with a breakdown, and it would have been a 5 for me. But with it in, it's a 4. It's a breath of fresh air from Duff, something different, something new. Sticking to his punk rock roots, and I wish more of his tunes were a little more shake your ass like this. This would be a song I put on, get the guys, hyped, before we went out and had some beers or something.
Hell yeah. Up next is Franz.
Well, I couldn't agree more. It's really a fucking banger, and I loved it a lot. And I think he should perform it still now with guns, instead of this old cover that he does.
Oh yeah, in the Duff spot.
Yeah, exactly. Because it really was a rocker. I was kind of surprised actually. I loved it. I would play this. I give it a 4.
All right. So far, everybody's kind of in agreement. I'm not. Unlike you guys, I really enjoyed this song. I think the Social D connection that Bailey made was a really good um call out. I thought it sounded great. I really enjoyed it, man. I'm gonna have to give it a 4 out of 5, or I'm gonna give it a 4.5 too, man. Something about this punk rock thing. I was a little concerned when I saw the length, and I was like, I don't know, man. I'm ready for this to be done by now, but it didn't feel like sometimes you get a 5 minute song and it feels like a 45-minute song. This is not one of those cases. So, yeah, quite enjoyed it. 4.5 out of 5. Last but not least, our man Bailey.
Yeah, I mean, this is like I said, like instantly, I just thought of Social Distortion, but that's not a bad thing, comparison to have. But yeah, this song just immediately just like it hooked me with that, that riff and just that punk rock feel, even just like a hard rock feel too. When you like we stopped the song and we found out how many minutes it was, I was gonna be like, this might be too long, but overall, I thought this was great. And so far, out of all the songs we listened from this album, I'd probably say this is the best one so far. You know what, Dustin? I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5, and I can make a case that this record's probably the best Duff album.
I do not disagree, by the way, with this being the best Duff record. I think this very well could be.
The one that never came out.
Yeah. But of
Why,
course, as
why not?
always, the most important question when it comes to these great reviews we do is, what did you think? Let us know in the comment section below, and head over to our Discord and continue the conversation on this song and anything else you want to talk about while you're over there also. I know you guys have been popping lately because I had to mute it for a little while. I was getting on my nerves, so I should be in there talking with you like I say I do, but I wasn't. I'm sorry. Not gonna either. Not this week anyway. I got shit to do.
Deadbeat.
But yeah, I am kind of a deadbeat host when you really think about it. I put our clips out and then I go fuck myself. But listen,
Literally.
I fuck with this show every damn day. That's what you guys don't see. You guys get to go get pussy. I fuck
Especially
with
you, Bailey.
especially Bailey. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now
I
we
know it's
find,
a lot of work. It's a lot of work, man. People
now we
don't
find
realize.
out he's on the dating apps. It's like, well, goddamn, now I can't even get on there anymore.
Man, horror ain't easy, Bailey.
But anyway, so yeah, I post these clips. I do what I got to do, and then I fuck off because I want to do other shit sometimes. That's why we take big ass breaks at a time now.
Oh
Because
yeah.
your boy here
We love him. We love
your
him.
boy's burnout. I'm sorry,
The burnout does happen. It helps, We take this
dude.
like a couple weeks, whatever, a month if we need, and we're
Dude,
back.
there'd
We
be
feel rejuvenated
times.
again.
There'd be times back in the day I'd watch GNR Central and Sid would go, yeah, I've just been really burnt out on Guns N' Roses lately, so I haven't really been paying attention. And you know what? I'm like, dude, I get it now.
I feel your pain.
I do understand it.
It's
But it's
hard
also
though,
a lot
man.
of
All my
lot of work.
social media feeds are fucking about them and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Fuck off.
making videos every day is like, pretty hard work, man.
Yeah. Well, I
It's
appreciate you
busy.
guys for watching them. That's all I can say.
Yeah, respect
Anyway,
for making.
let's spin the wheel and find out what we're going to listen to on Thursday on the Guns N' Radio podcast.
Do it,
Everybody
Bailey.
tap your
Do it.
screen.
Yeah, I'm not waiting today. I'm ready to go home.
All right, on you, Bailey. Please, good boy.
IOU loaded.
Oh,
Oh,
Yay.
well, there we go. More
Loaded.
loaded.
oh, from the Sick album. Okay. We got
Loaded.
this song and then one more from this album, and we're pretty much done a Loaded album.
Oh, wow.
Susan.
We're almost
Right on.
done.
Lord, I love you,
We're
buddy.
almost done another Loaded album.
Yeah, well, there's our alarm to stop this show. So I'm just going to dismiss that and say, come back on Thursday to check out IOU by Loaded. It's going to be great. We'll see you then. I'm Dustin Bonez.
I'm Chris Caputo. See you guys Thursday. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Rock on, guns.